So a little over a week ago, I was doing a Clash of Kings run, which is a mod for Mountain Blade. And people really wanted me to finish my Pentose run first, so I did that. And then Borderlands 3 came out, so I did a bit of a series on that. But I want to get back to this Clash of Kings run. It's a really solid run. We're only on day 41, and already we got married to the Lord of Mistwood. And if you can even marry a lord is determined at the start of the game. On this run, it just so happened that this lord would marry us. And the reason why this is such a big deal is because we can take their troops out of their garrison, and we get access to high tier troops really early on. I was going to take some of her troops to do this quest Beyond the Wall Part 1, but we need 150 renown to be able to do this, and currently we only have 147, so we're 3 renown off. And so today we're going to start the run off by trying to get that extra 3 renown, which is not going to be hard to get. I was told by one of the arena masters that there is a tournament going on at Sunspear, which we're fairly close to now, and so we're going to head over to Sunspear and hopefully we can make it there in time. So it appears we did make it to the town of Sunspear in time, and we will join the melee, betting 500 on ourselves. One thing to note is that originally I thought this mod was one of the hardest mods I've ever played, but that was until I realized that you can actually cheese these tournaments by we have currently 13 companions in our party. Since we have so many companions, the tournament is made up of only our companions, and for the most part they're all naked. And we're able to pretty much just walk up and one-shot each one of them. Except I did give Carver a weapon, and he has 10 power strike. He is going to be the final boss of this tournament. He also has 6 wins, 0 losses. So I lose to him. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to lose to him. Had I lost to Carver there, though, I would have lost the tournament. And ordinarily in this mod, the tournaments are actually pretty hard. But if you just get enough companions in your party, make them all naked, you basically auto win the tournaments, and you get 6,500 coins, 15 renown, 200 more coins, and we got a horse, which is actually worth quite a bit. I think this is worth at least like 2k, assuming I were to have bought this from the horse vendor. There is also a companion, Mavros Sand at Sunspear, who costs 1,200. We'll just pick him up. He's got 5 in power draw, which is pretty decent, and he has decent strength, agility, decent proficiencies, and so he'll be a good archer. And with that, we now have over 150 renown, so we're eligible to do the Beyond the Wall quest. Before we do that though, we're going to pick up some of my wife's better units, her mounted Stormlander Sergeant, and as many Stormlander Sergeants as we can take in our party. And we now got to talk to Lord Commander Mormont, who I think is at the wall. I believe we are at war with the Westerlands. Yeah, the Stormlands, who we are a vassal of, is at war with Dragonstone and the Westerlands. The reason why we're their vassal is because we married into their faction, and automatically we become their vassal. I'm wondering if we can take this guy out, Lord Reginald Esterin, who only has 33 units in his party. We only have 24 sergeants, but they're really solid units. We got our line of not very well geared companions, and then we got our Stormlander sergeants, who do have blunt weapons, by the way. A lot of them do, and then some of them have axes. This dude is carrying a banner. I'm not sure if that's going to be doing too well in combat. I'm also kind of a beast. I have 8 power strike, really decent armor, like almost the best armor in the game, and so I should be able to do a lot of work here. I'm currently rocking a heavy warhammer, which is I think one of the better blunt weapons in the game as far as one-handers are concerned. And when I hit with this thing, I should be able to shred through their armor. 46 damage on a pretty armored target, I think. That's pretty good. Got a knockout already. Our mounted sergeant ran in a bit too early and he got taken out. He's our best unit, unfortunately. Another knockout. They do have some fairly armored targets. I should probably go for those guys. Oh, my horse is getting shredded. Ow. I don't want my horse to get killed here. So I might just dismount, because if my horse does get killed, there's a chance that it actually gets perma-dead. I'm gonna go for this guy. He's a knight. I can just kill his horse or him. I know it's hard to actually hit him. I'm gonna get the knockout here for the XP. Yeah, I got the knockout, 300 XP. And I fell because I stumbled and fell. We lost only 1 mounted sergeant. That was it. 3 sergeants got wounded, but they'll survive. We wounded 15 of them. I think that means we can take 15 of them prisoner. Unfortunately, their lord got away. That's really unfortunate. We could have sold them for, I think, like 4k. But yeah, let's just take their best units. Like, we got their Westerlands Knight. Let's take their heavy knights as well. And we'll just dump, like, I guess, the halberdier. Yeah, that looks okay. Do we get any gear, by the way? We should share with our men. If we do claim it, I think we lose renown, and then we get a huge morale penalty to our party. We got a war lance. That's pretty good. Lances can break on impact, which is why I haven't been using one, but I could use this one at least till it breaks. We got a shield, a helmet, just the rest of the stuff's not that good, but that's all right. And 300 coins. And I was looking for a place to sell my prisoners at Tumbleton when I stumbled across Alan Cargel. 700 coins, we'll pick him up. With his equipment for 700 coins, he's already a decent deal because he's got this top helmet, which definitely would cost me more than 700 coins if I bought it. And he comes with an arming sword and a shield, and then his chest piece is not terrible. As far as his skills though, he is a tank, 7 iron flesh, nothing in power strike, but he does have 5 weapon masters, so he'll be able to level up his weapon skill really quickly, making him attack quicker and doing more damage. And also he comes with 4 riding and then 3 trade as well, which it looks like that's the highest trade we currently have in our party. Then again, all of our companions are wounded from that last battle, so we may have had someone with higher trade. Oh, and by the way, we can upgrade one of these units to a mounted sergeant, so let's just do that for 288. Ouch, it's pretty expensive. We should still do it anyways though, and I'll just try to be better at microing him next fight. Note to self, definitely send the cavalry in after the infantry are already in there. Also, another side note with this guy is he starts at only level 3, which is awesome. That means he's gonna level up really quickly and we can start mashing points into power strike, as well as getting his strength up there. Strength is really important in this mod because you need strength in order to equip really good armor. Like for example, this thick full plate armor makes you pretty much invincible against cutting weapons like this arming sword, but it does require 20 strength. The only thing that can really hurt me right now is blunt weapons and piercing weapons. Cutting weapons are just not going to do it against this armor. You intercept another raven. They're everywhere. You unroll a message tied to its leg with green velvet. It's a proclamation from the Tyrells of Highgarden urging all loyal and honorable lords to support Renly Baratheon as king of the 7 kingdoms. The Reach has declared war against Dragonstone, and the Reach has declared war against the Westerlands. Okay, this just got interesting because the Reach is green and the Stormlands are yellow, and they're both at war with the Westerlands and Dragonstone, and so I'm thinking there's gonna be a lot of battles going on somewhere around their territories. I mean, earlier yellow was already going in on Westerlands, like they were trying to siege their castles, and for example they looted some of their villages. But now I'm just wondering if I should even go over and do that quest at the wall, because it's going to take some time to get over there. I think we will, and to be safe I decided that it was much better to sail over there, as it's going to be easier to avoid red and yellow's armies, although Stannis Baratheon's right over here. He's following us, but he's way slower. He's only at 1.8 speed, and we're at 2.6, so we're good. Lord Commander Mormont, is this who we need to talk to? How can I be of service? The Wildlings are disappearing, Sir Lance a bit, and we're hearing strange rumors from the Frostfangs. Mance Raider is gathering all of his strength to him. Cotter Pike reports that queer lights have been seen off the shores close to Storold's Point, and captured Wildlings talk of dead things in the woods. I don't like it. The Night's Watch has been passive for too long. Rangers are disappearing, and now Benjen Stark is gone as well. We need to know what is happening beyond the wall. We're putting together a ranging group bigger than any seen during my lifetime. We'll find out what is going on in the Frostfangs, and if the gods are good, we'll find Benjen Stark. Talk to Jon Snow in Castle Black. You need to bring at least 15 men. Well, we have more than 15 men, so that's good. Ah, he's on top of the wall. This is crazy. I wonder what happens if we were to fall off of it. Alright, Jon Snow, I've come to join the ranging. Ah, good. We'll need everything we can carry. Anyone who can swell our ranks is welcome. We're leaving soon. Just need to get the last supplies packed down into barrels. Before you descend the wall, you take a long look across the forest that extends northward. The Haunted Forest, the Wildlings call it. It's a thick and heavy wood, the trees tangled and old. Finally, the Lord Commander appears and the column of men start moving. The first thing you come across is an old weirwood, about half a league from the wall. Old and gnarled, the face is carved into an evil grin, and the eyes are dripping with red sap. You arrive at White Tree, a small freefolk village located northwest of Castle Black. Above the village towers an enormous old weirwood tree. If we explore it, we gain XP. Okay, let's do that. Here's Edison toilet. Some dogs crawled atop me during the night. My cloak was almost dry when one of them pissed in it. Or perhaps it was brown Bernard. Have you noticed that the rain stopped the instant I had a roof above me? It will start again now that I'm back out. Gods and dogs alike delight to piss on me. Well, you are a toilet. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be looking for. I mean, I guess this is the Weirwood Tree. The Weirwood is huge, towering over the village. A set of runes have been hung on the side, written in old tongue. There's a pile of logs over here. Or is that a chest? Ooh, I think it's a chest. You come across an old chest, half buried in the mud and snow. Leather gloves and an ice pick. That thing kind of sucks. It does have 20 piercing damage, but its reach is 36. That is so short. You successfully explored White Tree. Okay, cool. Now we can continue to Craster's Keep. Making your way northwards, the men of the Night's Watch grow ever more vigilant. You arrive in Craster's Keep. Situated in the Haunted Forest atop a low hill with an earthen dike around it, it looms over the surrounding forest. How's Toilet doing? I was like, at least you have warm water, and he's like, I could do with a bit of boiling about now. If the kettle were larger, I might jump in. I don't know if I feel the need to really explore anything here, just because I feel like the reward's not going to be worth it. Do I see a chest? I think I do. I swear, there's like nothing in here. A long knife. Okay, I give up on these places. Setting out from Craster's Keep, the train of men and horses moves slowly through the woods. After a hard march, you arrive at the Fist of the First Men. Can we actually get some combat here? And by the way, I'm actually seeing a chest right away. Leather gloves, like come on, dude. How are you doing, Toilet? There's always a bear. What? One killed my brother when I was young. Afterward, it wore his teeth around its neck on a leather thong. The bear made a leather thong and wore his brother's teeth around his... Okay, I guess. Thorin Smallwood. Now that's not a name that would really get the ladies excited. You've explored it with the fist fortified and scouting party sent out. All that's left to do is wait. As the day goes on, the temperature drops steadily. One of the men complains of a cold smell, whatever that means. Oh my lord, what is that? Suddenly the sound of a horn is heard, announcing rangers returning. Then a second one, warning of an attack. Then a third one, not heard in thousands of years. The dead have arrived. Here we go, we finally get some fighting. Let's go. We're actually killing the whites. In another mod, these whites were actually not able to get killed by weapons like these. Holy cow, that thing took some hits, man. Wow. Wow, these things are not messing around at all. 24 damage to my armor. He might have hit me in the head, though. Is that a white? Oh, yeah, it is. Holy cow, there's a lot of them. I have 3 guys on me, too. And my shield's broken. Can't see anything. Got him. That was just a regular white, I guess. Oh wait, I'm in the group of like 5 whites. Holy cow, where's the army? Everyone's literally gone. Like, and there's so many whites left. If I pull out the spear, can I just start doing work on these guys? Look at all these whites. Like, where's everyone? Oh god. Like, my back's against something. Yeah, thrusting's good. Got thrusting motion going. It's not happening, dude. I'm gonna walk it back into like a rock or something. This is not good. Oh no. Got a little greedy there. Need to keep my distance. I'm gonna walk into something and I'm screwed. I'm doing so much work here though. Well, there'll be a song sung about my glory. I wish I could like actually cheat here and see what happens if you win this. I should cheat. Crap. Well, I mean, look at all the guys, dude. Falling beneath the tide of the whites, you lie unconscious in the snow. We lost 10 Stormlander sergeants. We gained some renown for that, though. I think you're supposed to lose that. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to win that. You awake with a sudden start, tied to the back of a horse. Groaning, you try to lift your head, struggling to make sense of everything. One of your men carried you to the line of horses, and as the Lord Commander made a break with everyone left standing, you came with them, albeit tied to the back of an old garron. After what feels like days of walking, you finally arrive at Craster's Keep. Huddling outside the keep, you take counsel of your remaining men, and you decide to start out for the wall immediately. Yeah, I think we're going to go back to the wall. I think we're done with whatever we were just doing. They brought ghastly news. Lord Commander Mormont was killed by his own men, our sworn brothers. While you were unconscious, we had a raven from the White Harbor. The King of the North is dead, and Roose Bolton has been created Warden of the North in his stead. It is unclear exactly what happened. All we know is that a number of Northmen died during the wedding between Lord Edmure and his Frey wife, including Robb Stark and many of his bannermen. Winterfell belongs to the Boltons now. Jon Slint has arrived and taken over command of the garrison. We just got 4,500 XP, which was applied to a lot of our companions as well. They also got level ups. Barrowton, Winterfell, and the Dreadfort now belong to the Westerlands. The Wildling Invasion Part 1. Talk to Jon Slint. What now? Mind your tone. I am the king's friend, you know. And the Lord of Harrenhal. Dude, chill out. I was just asking, what do we do now? While the savages roam beyond the wall, we need to focus on our defenses. But Cotterpike hasn't returned any of our ravens. Hoping we'll be overrun so he can get elected Lord Commander, no doubt. Are you good with words? Can you convince Cotterpike to bring his men here? That sniveling worm? Yes, Harmoon has told me much about his letters. Lord of the Harrenhal. Ha. There will be an election when all of this is over, but Jon Slint will never be the Lord Commander. Tell him that. The B word. And you're in league with him, I'll wager. Trying to assert my command. I won't have it. Lord Slint has asked for young Snow to talk to Mance. A parley, he calls it. Why parley when you are assured of victory? Jon will talk to the king beyond the wall. What shall happen from there will happen. But I would rest easier if I knew he had a companion on his quest. Join him, Sir Lancebit, and watch his back. You are in the middle of Mance Radar's camp. Suddenly, a lone warhorn is heard in the distance. Soon the wildlings around you are stricken down by a rain of black-fletched broadheads. Join the attackers. We're fighting wildling. Okay. Dude, chill with the spawn, man. I guess I was over here with them. And like, I had no HP, by the way, when I started doing this. You've been defeated, but the battle continues around you. As the riders charge past you, you start to walk back to the wall. Soon, the shouting turns to violence as one of John O'Slynn's toadies reaches for his sword. The violence is short-lived, however, as a burly man in a big fur cloak quickly knocks the man out. We got 5,000 more XP, and we got another level up, which brings us now to level 12. We have 3 attribute points. I think I want to invest a little bit into charisma. Let's go for 6 charisma. Let's get another point of prisoner management so we can carry now 10 prisoners. Let's get 2 points of leadership. Each point of leadership increases the maximum number of troops you can command by 8, increase your party morale, and reduce troop wages by 5%. Okay, that's really good. We should probably even start going for more charisma now I think about it. Just because if we do get high leadership, we can take a lot of my wife's troops out of our castle. We can use them to possibly take out another castle. Here's a Westerland's caravan that only has 20 units. If we attack them, do we lose honor or anything? Our relation with caravan has deteriorated, and our relation with Westerlands has deteriorated. Okay, that's fine. I don't know what caravan relation means. We have 30 versus their 20. Let's close in and board the enemy. Again, our companions really suck, but we do have a lot of these sergeants, so we should be okay here. We get over here and I'm just gonna start spearing people as they try to... Oh, I fell over. Yeah, it's not time to fall already. Keep spearing. Get some good pokes in right now. Oh yeah, I got a kill just now. They can't reach me either. Try to get this guy who has good armor. Oh, they have a bowman over there. Oh, you hit me in the head. We lost only 1 sergeant. A lot of our companions got wounded as usual. And we got some captured enemies. We only got a couple things, mainly because our companions get 3 pieces of loot each, and we have tons of companions. That's kind of the reason why having companions is bad, but it's okay. I think the strat in this mod is to get all the companions early as possible, get them leveled up and get them to like 20 strength, and then start gearing them out, and they're gonna be really beastly in battles, just because that 20 strength armor is so good, and like not a lot of units have it. Like for example, here's the chest piece of our Stormlander sergeants, which actually is really good. 63 body and 30 leg. Okay, well, these guys are geared up pretty hard, but then again, they're pretty high tier units, so it is kind of to be expected. So I was sailing over towards Rios to participate in a tournament, and we had to stop off at the port of Pentose, and I believe I ran into a couple more companions. Drolo is here. He's 800, we'll pick him up, and then Cyril Liniquo is here. Costs 1,000. Drolo's a decent horse archer, 4 power draw, 4 horse archery, 4 riding, and he comes with a horse, so that's a really good deal. Horses are, again, really expensive. And then Cyril Liniquo is nothing special, really. He's got really high persuasion, which doesn't do anything for us. 4 weapon master, 4 riding. Yeah, guy's really not that good, and his equipment kind of sucks, but it's alright, he can tag along. Onwards to Rios, and hopefully we can make it in time for the tournament. Ah, we made it in time. Very good. I like how he hits me first, but he doesn't do damage because he has cutting weapon. Or I mean, it did 1 damage, but he didn't stagger me at all. And like, that guy hit me again first too. And GG, there's only 2,700 coins. I don't remember going to Rios anytime recently, but maybe I did in like a previous episode. It's been a while. It could also be that we've just been winning too many tournaments recently. I don't know. Another tournament over at Norvos. We should probably go try to hit that up too. We're not that far away. At Norvos, there's a slave trader. We'll sell him all of our prisoners for 1,600, sure. We had 9 of them, I think. And it's nighttime. I'm not sure if we made it in time for the tournament. We'll find out in a few hours. We did make it in time. I definitely haven't been over here. So if we don't get the full amount of 6K, then we know that it's some kind of system where we just get less money because we've been winning too many tournaments. Because I definitely bet, like I made sure that I bet 500. And I know I bet in the last one too. 6,500 coins, there we go. Maybe I didn't bet in the last tournament. That could have been it. Or we've already been there. And holy cow, they have extremely good bows here. 33 pierce, 95 accuracy, 95 speed. And they have a strong one too, but I don't think strong bows are actually all that good. You don't want the power draw requirement of the bow to be too high because, like, for example, if whoever is using the bow has 6 power draw and it requires 6 power draw, they're not gonna be very accurate. You want their power draw skill to be like 2 over the bow, I think, at least. But holy cow, they have 3 of these dragon bone bows that are just extremely good, and you can use them on horseback. They're just so expensive though. Like, we cannot afford 9K for a bow right now. This is a nice shield though. It's got a decent amount of HP and a lot of resist. 20 resist is really high. The shield we have right now is only 6. This one has way more HP. Yeah, let's pick up another shield. So we did, I think, 1 more tournament fought a few battles, and picked up this sallet from a random battle. It's got, I think, 10 more armor than the helmet we were using. Then we came home to the Stormlands, and our wife is actually fighting a Red Lord. If we help her out, we don't have to actually do anything at all, and there's a chance that we might get that Red Lord prisoner. We captured Sir Roger Jocks, and we'll take him prisoner. Also in this mod, when you do take prisoners, it's really easy to recruit them. You just talk to them, and then you say, you don't look as useless as the rest of the prisoners. And then if they do reject and say they're not interested, you just do it again. And he's not interested again. And you literally just keep spamming until he decides to change his mind. Thank you for your mercy, my lord. After the 5th attempt, I think it was. In camp, all men are treated as equals, but I expect your obedience. And then we lose 5 morale, but we get, well, we've been picking up a few units, actually. We took out a couple Westerlands caravans and then 1 Dragonstone caravan. And we got some units that are pretty solid. Like we got an elite Dragonstone halberdier, which I think is really good. He can't upgrade any further. We got a mounted Westerland sergeant. So yeah, it's definitely a really good way to pick up troops, assuming you don't have a wife just dumping units into her garrison, which by the way, she has 218 units now, which I think is way more than she had. Let's take all the sergeants we can carry. Oh, and we actually have 2 level ups. We can go for 9 in charisma and then 3 prisoner management, 3 leadership, which is going to allow us to take 10 more units out of my wife's garrison. It looks like the elite man-at-arms are our next best unit. We ambushed another one of Red's lords, and we got another lord prisoner. We ambushed them with Lord Orden Merryweather and Lord Arston Selmy, who, by the way, one of them was raiding this village of Mallory. I'm gonna continue raiding that, and hopefully we don't get ambushed by one of Red's lords. And yeah, we didn't. We lose a bunch of relation with Tywin Lannister and the village, but we don't lose honor or anything. Exquisite jar of arbor wine, okay, and some spices, very nice. Not bad stuff here. I mean, it's all free. The lumber is terrible though. I'll get 1 lumber just so I can show you guys how crappy it sells for at like literally every town. We don't need these dresses unless we wanted to put them on our companions before tournaments. Maybe do a little role play. I think the tournament watchers would enjoy that. But yeah, we'll just head back to Tumbleton, I guess, which did not originally belong to the Stormlands, I do not believe. It's prosperous, eh? I mean, they're gonna spend a lot of money on our goods. They actually will spend 1188 on this jar of wine, and the spices for 783. Okay, that was a lot of free money. I'll take it. Jar of oil for 400. Very nice. But yeah, the lumber sells for 23. It's the worst. Like, even the food that was below it in value will sell for more. We're just gonna sell everything else off. Like, I'm not sure exactly where to sell stuff in this mod, but from what I've noticed, trading is not the best. I do feel like trading is way better in the other Game of Thrones mod, A World of Ice and Fire. And holy cow, this is actually a good shield. I should keep an eye on some of the shields that cannot be used on horseback, just because they're so cheap and they offer really good stats. Like, it's a huge shield, decent HP, and really good resist. So I'll put the kite shield as my main shield, and then I'll use this as like my secondary shield when I get dismounted. But yeah, it looks like raiding villages is going to be a really good deal for us. The question is, can we raid like Egerton? The thing about Mallory was that, yeah, it's close to King's Landing, but if there's a lord at King's Landing and he sees us raiding Mallory, he can't actually cross this river. He has to go all the way around to like this bridge over here, and he has to cross this one as well. If we raid Egerton though, that's a bit closer and their lords might be able to react. We'll just hope not though, and we'll just hope that their lords are preoccupied with something. Oh wait, that lord actually wants to come. Oh man, wait, this lord is ambushing us and he has 50 units. Okay, let's fight. At least they send their cavalry in first. I appreciate that. That way I can have my units focus them down, and then I'll just kite all their infantry around. Yeah, we're actually doing work on them, and we haven't lost a single unit yet. Yeah, we're actually just mopping the floor with them, and we're taking so many prisoners. Like, I'm seeing so many of them getting knocked out. I wonder if we should be releasing some of these lords just to get some relation with them so we can recruit them later to our faction. On second thought, I feel like there's a lot of lords on the map, and we could really use the money right now, so we'll take all the lords we can prisoner. A heavy Westerlands knight, very nice. The question is, what do we dump? Caravan Master is pretty bad, and he costs a lot. We got a couple mounted sergeants as well. Very nice. And holy cow, there is a couple free red lords here if we can just catch up to them. Wait, let's help the broken men here fight Roger Riswell. Northern Yeoman. What's that all about? Was this a northern lord? Roger Riswell, you are my prisoner. Since we have so many prisoners, we went back to Mistwood, and we're just going to dump them off here. Although, I don't know if I trust my wife with these knights. What we could do is just dump some of our units into her garrison, and then recruit them all to our party. Like, we just got this heavy Westerlands knight. We recruited most of them, now our morale's down to average. It was excellent. I'm definitely not going to leave these lords in her garrison, though. She's definitely going to yoink those, I bet. And we now have a decent amount of mounted units. I'm counting 11 mounted units. That's not bad. If I talk to my wife, there's an option. There is a fortress which can easily be taken. And I think we can definitely take out Eventful Hall. Eventful Hall is a Stormlands territory that was taken by Dragonstone pretty recently. I would assume, as I scouted earlier, and there was only like 91 troops defending it. And I don't need her troops to help me take it, but it's a siege tower attack, and it's going to take 126 hours, which is a bit over 5 in-game days. Oh, and the Westlands will finally pay us for one of their lords. 2,500 coins, that's not that much, but we'll take the offer. I like the fact that she's here while we're sieging, just protecting us, because I'm assuming other Dragonstone lords might come over here. Oh my lord, she's getting just ambushed. We gotta help her out. This is a massive battle, and there's 120 more Dragonstone units coming in. We have 78 versus their 101. How do we only have 78? I have like 72 in my party. Mary's down to 6 units, that's how. All right, well, we're gonna try to save her. I mean, we do have very high tier units. So the way we're gonna do this is we dismounted all of our cavalry in the front, and these horses should just kind of sit here and be an obstacle for like their horses when they do charge in. I'm gonna go up here and try to distract them and just see if I can be kind of an annoyance, and for example, I can actually take out some of the archers maybe. That's not good. My horse apparently was not faster than their horse, and so yeah, I got kind of screwed there. Yeah, everyone's charging in. Like, I'm gonna see how long I can hold here. I'm doing work. Oh, there's my shield. I got another one though. Hopefully my men can get over here in time and then I don't have to get knocked out. Stumbled and fell, that's not good. That is the worst thing in this game, man. Stumble and fell. Oh, I can use an archer now though. Delivered 0 damage. 3 damage. Holy cow. Archers in this mod suck. They get headshot. There we go, 79 damage headshot. Another headshot. We've killed 85 and we've lost quite a bit. We only have 12 units left. We lost 4 mounted Stormlander sergeants. Only 1 got wounded. That was unlucky. Got some relation with Mary too. A lot of relation with Mary. Holy cow. 12 relation with her. There's a party of 70 and a party of 120 coming in. But we're not actually as stuck as I thought we were. We might be able to get out here. Okay. What just happened? We got out. Mary got out too, I think. Like, Mary, run, what are you doing? So Pentose took this castle from, I believe it was Bravos, which apparently this castle is also under siege, and it only has 135 units defending it. And I'm seeing at like the bottom, for example, they have 10 peasants, and I'm looking over their units. It looks like they have around 30 to 40 range units, but overall I feel like we could take this out. It's a ladder attack, and it's going to take 29 hours. We're now at war with Pentose because we did decide to siege their castle. We're going to do this and see what happens, and looks like there's a Pentose lord over there, but he only had 27 units, I think. There goes that siege. There's their entire army. It looks like we got caught by a good amount of units. I'm not sure how retreating in this mod works, but in like Pendo, for example, if you kill, I think it's like 6 to 10 units, you can retreat and you can just run away with no penalty. And we're definitely going to want to do that because we are outnumbered 2 to 1. Okay, we're getting some kills and I'm kiting. There goes my horsey. I got him. Oh, nice. Can I get back on your horse? Don't kill your own horse. This is your guys' horse. Don't kill it. It can still be retaken. I need to get out of here. I need to get away from these guys. Okay, whatever. I can back off, I think. I'm just gonna run now. Retreat. We lost no units. Only 6 were wounded. We killed a lot. Can we retreat now? We can leave. Just straight up leave. But we have so many units chasing us now. Oh no. They caught us again, and it's pretty much the same odds. Wait, we have more units on the field this time? That's weird, but one thing is that in the last battle, I chose who I wanted to be on the field. There's an option before you join the battle where like you can choose which troops you want on the field, but you can only choose so many, and then, yeah, last time we had, I think, 38, and now we have 59 versus their 67. My horse right now that I have has no armor, basically. I'm using a quicker horse. It has, yeah, it has actually 0 armor. There's no way this guy can run me down, I don't think. Almost. Like, my mount is 47 speed. I don't know how they're keeping up. Can I get to the edge and retreat? I can't retreat. Oh. I have to outrun these guys. And then, like, their infantry are chasing me as well. Oh, crap. Someone fell. It's not good. Alright, let's retreat now, and we can leave. But the thing is, in the next battle, I'm going to be wounded. There's only 2 of them in this battle though. We have 97 against their 46. Okay, this is awesome. We outnumber them, and the reason why now is because we're too far away from their main army. Ooh, Melly, you gotta level up. I saw her get that kill too. You just throw that up in... He threw this spear up in air like Russ, dude. He's a memer. He was trying to get like the epic skill shot. He's going for that phase montage shot, I guess. We lost 3 units, which is completely fine. I'm just glad that we are able to get out of that situation. One of their guys got away, but then we captured this dude. So a lot of time has passed. We're on day 135, and I spent a lot of time trying to take Ixka Kuria, which did belong to Pentose, and it's actually being sieged right now by Pentose, I'm guessing, because Bravos did, I guess, take it back from Pentose. But I was trying to take it over for quite some time. On like 3 of my attempts, Pentose came over and stopped me, but on my 4th one I was able to actually attack it. I wounded it down to like 50 troops, couldn't take it over. I was gonna go back to it, but then I think it's Renly Baratheon, who is the king of the Stormlands, gave me a Vengeful Hall just out of nowhere. Like, I didn't help take it, he just gave it to me, and now we have a Vengeful Hall as a castle. And so I decided just to abandon attacking Pentose because their lords are not preoccupied at all. Like, they're just chilling around Itzcakalo. And they will go back to Pentose sometimes, but for the most part, they're really not doing a whole lot. Like, they are at war with Bravos, but they're just not fighting that much. So it's really hard to attack them. The Westerlands, on the other hand, is getting reamed from all angles. They are very preoccupied. I told my wife to head to Crossing because I noticed it was pretty weak, but then it's a siege tower. Charlton, on the other hand, is a ladder attack, and she's gonna help me take that. There's a lord here, and it's gonna take 28 hours with our 6th engineer now. We did pick up another companion that gives us 6 engineer, but engineer really does not do a whole lot in this mod. I'm pretty sure like 4 engineer takes 29 hours or something. At least when it comes to ladder attacks, engineer is not amazing. But I think with like siege towers, when they start taking like 6 days, higher engineer skill is gonna be good. It'll probably end up cutting down a few days. But yeah, we're gonna build ladders at Charlton, and we're gonna try to take it out. Some enemy soldiers snuck through our hidden entrance and attacked our guards. They only killed 1 unit, that's fine. If no one stops us, we should be able to take this out on 1 attack. Like, we have almost 300 units. They have 140 plus. The Lord is healing up. These random events are actually pretty sneaky. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 random events that start out with, you feel a bit peckish. I like this last one. You spot a large bear, run away, you gain +1 intelligence. Or if you ignore the bear, something bad will happen. We just got the radishes one though. If we eat the radishes, we get 5 to 1-handed proficiency. They did not try to stop us. Let's lead our soldiers. I did bring a fair amount of archers. Like, we got a lot of longbowmen in here. And is Mary actually gonna help me here? I don't know if Mary's actually here with us. We have 94 against their 91. If Mary was here, we'd have units that we just couldn't control. Like, I don't think she's helping us with this siege, which is definitely not a good thing. Like, we need help. I wonder if I can just do work myself here, though. Oh, come on, don't stumble and fall. I'm gonna spear them. I wonder if I can just keep spearing them. Like, they can't actually hit me from here. They don't seem to have any ranged weapons. This is gonna take forever, though. Like, I'm doing barely any damage. Maybe I just turn on my auto-clicker and then just go AFK. It might actually work until somebody has a throwing weapon, and then I get killed, and then all my units just charge in, and I'm not even here to micro them. Maybe I just turn on auto-clicker and then turn on like a YouTube video on my other screen. 9 damage. I mean, like, we're doing a little bit of damage here. There we go, 12 damage, we got a kill. I need like a bigger pole arm, something that I can swing. Like, this thing really only stabs, I think. Eventually they will charge out at us though, now that I think about it. So I probably shouldn't go like too far away from my computer if I do decide to go AFK. They actually got smart and they dispersed. Oh no. Oh wait, they can't actually charge out because there's a little thing here. So if they get pissed, like, they're gonna just sit here. None of these guys have long weapons. Like, they all have one-handers with shields, which is a good thing. If they had long weapons, they would be able to counter me here. Like, these ones, I'm not even clicking. Like, I can just let the auto-clicker go to town. And it's actually doing better than I was doing, almost. It's getting kills. They do keep charging up, actually. Like, after a few seconds, they'll just get bored, and they'll actually charge up, and I don't even have to move. I might just give the auto-clicker, like, a good 20 minutes, and just, I don't know, go do something that takes 20 minutes. I don't see myself getting killed here by them, because they're all the same units, pretty much. Unless the respawns are going to be bowmen. If they did have bowmen, though, I feel like they would have already been out. Like, I don't think they had any bowmen at the start. Yeah, auto-clicker's doing way better than I was doing. Like, it hasn't taken any damage. This is what they're looking at when they charge in. Absolute perfection. and they just don't know how to counter it. Like, they're trying to figure it out. I think I might title this video Solo Taking Out a Castle, even though it's not solo per se, but it pretty much is. Like, my units killed, I don't know, like 10 of them or 20 of them, and I'm gonna end up killing like a good 100. And I think the point is more so that I could have soloed this actually. We'll see how the end plays out, like if I have to actually charge in and mop them up. But if I can just keep doing this and I can take all of them out, I'm literally just gonna title the video Solo Capturing a Castle while AFK or something stupid like that. So I'm literally just gonna go AFK right now. I'll be back in like 20. By the way, before I do go AFK, I just realized that these units are actually Riverlands units. They're not Westerlands units, so I guess the lord that owns the castle is a Westerlands lord, and we just got level 18. But yeah, I guess it's the Riverlands units that don't have any archers at all and really short weapons. So note to self, attack Riverlands very early, I guess. Wait, new enemies have arrived. I think they're all the same type of unit. Like, yeah, they are. They have no bowmen. Okay, I'm actually going AFK. Okay, we actually did it, and like there's one dude left, so I'm just gonna finish him off. I'll show like, maybe I'll show like a mini montage. Okay, I got him. Maybe I'll show like a mini montage of the end, just so you guys know I didn't cheat in any way or whatever. There's a cheat where like you can knock out all enemy units, but had I used that cheat, all of them would be knocked out, not killed. And you guys can see I killed all of them, and I got 100 kills. My units did end up killing 40 at the start of the battle, but I didn't need them. Like, I could have soloed that. Like, yeah, they had no archers. Like, I could have easily gone in there and soloed that. And my useless wife didn't even help us, by the way. We'll share the loot, I guess. What if I claimed it all for myself, though? We'll lose renown and morale. Screw it, though. I'm gonna claim it. We lose 75 morale, but we get not even that much loot. I thought we'd get like just heaps of loot because we took out 130 units. But yeah, it's actually insane. I got up to level 19. I think I got 2 level ups by doing that. I don't actually know what I want to invest in right now. Like, I'm thinking that going for 8 power draw might be the play. Yeah, I think let's do that. I feel like going for a bow would be really good. I put 3 points in it, and we still have 0 because of the armor. But once we do get a bow, we'll change out our armor and we'll give it to like one of our companions. Mary is traveling to Charlton. Mary, you are useless. I think that was a really good place to end the episode, and like it's been a few days since I uploaded, mainly because I really wanted to get something cool accomplished before I uploaded a video, which like I think moving forward I'm just going to focus more on getting out daily videos even if I don't accomplish something really cool. What do you guys think? Would you rather see more of the smaller stuff in daily videos, or would you rather see like grander videos every week or so? Because honestly at this point I don't know what we're going to be able to get done in the next episode to where it's gonna be enough to the point where I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's a really cool thing. I had this episode ready like last Friday, but then my internet went out, which I said in my last video. At least I had like 20 minutes of it done. Like, I had the Beyond the Wall quest done, and I feel like that was even enough. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Drop a like if you liked it. In the next episode, we'll see if Charlton is awarded to us, and if it's not, then we will rebel and we'll make our own faction. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.